subject here today. I hope everybody can take something from that. It is really important for our lives and for our devotional lives, especially. Hari Hari. So yeah, we will wait a little longer so that some more people join, or not. Let's see. Maybe somebody has something to say or question that you can talk a little bit before, instead of waiting. Anybody has maybe something to the last Zoom meeting we had, some reflections or some questions, realizations, or someone wants to share something beautiful?
I can share something about capturing Krishna.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, I just heard today about, it's a very unusual term actually, harnessing Krishna's mercy. So when you have like a horse or something, you put these tools on him so that he can pull you forward. So in the same way, we can learn how to harness Krishna's mercy. And in this talk, it was said how actually Krishna, whatever small thing we do, he will remember it more times. And with each time he remembers our small act, his appreciation will grow. And with that, of course, he will be more and more captured by us. And when Krishna's appreciation grows, actually, this means the devotee becomes more and more spiritually empowered and strong. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur says how that means that the Chit and Ananda potency become more and more manifest in him. So something of a nice promise for us. So whatever little thing we do, it's actually very touching to Krishna's heart.
Yeah. Yeah, Krishna never forgot us, so to say. As we always think, yeah, he forgot, he's not there, he is guilty or whatever, but he's always there. He's always there for us, whatever we do, in whatever situation of life we find ourselves. He's always there. That is, if we realize that really, then yeah, actually, we are fully Krishna conscious. Yeah. It's the only thing that we have to actually realize, that he's always there, he has always been.
May I ask a question, Vipula?
Yeah, sure.
Today I read in the Bhagavad Gita in the 9th chapter, the verse 24, that Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that he is the enjoyer of all yakyas, of everything. He is the enjoyer. Do you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay. And maybe I want to do something in Krishna consciousness, but it's not Krishna's plan. On which point do I know, will I be the enjoyer, maybe still, that I will enjoy my senses or not? How can I discriminate? On which point is it that I will enjoy my own senses, or on which point is that Krishna is the enjoyer?
So the other words, how to recognize that this what you're doing is Krishna's plan, or this is what is you're doing is your plan, and Krishna wants you to change it, right? That's more or less the question. Okay. So anybody who can give me an answer to this question, we get $1 million in cash. Yes, this is a question that most of the devotees ask themselves and everybody around. And for a long time, I didn't get any really good answer for that. Till now, I don't really know for myself even.
Excuse me, I missed the question. Could you repeat, please?
the question is, when do we know that this what we do is our thing, this is what we want to do, and when do we know that this is Krishna's plan and you follow Krishna's plan? Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yes, it's a good question, but no answer.
Yes, this is $1 million question, and you can get it if you give me an answer. So, yes. You know, you can look at life of Prabhupada. You know, he got his instruction from his Guru Maharaj to teach Krishna consciousness in English language. Yeah? So he tried since beginning, since he got really this instruction, he really tried to do it, and he devised so many plans. You know, he made first he wanted to make a business. Yeah, he makes a big business, make money, then he can preach. Then he did, his League of Devotees. Then he took sannyas, he distributed back to Godhead. And then he went to, New York, and he tried to preach to the yogis and some rich people or whatever was there. You know. And each time he was, so to say, failing. You know, he was trying something, and Krishna was saying no. And he tried something else. So many things he tried on the way, right? And it always was like Krishna was saying no. And even when he was in New York, then he wanted to go back so many times, back to India. He was going to the harbor then and asking for a ship going to India. He didn't want to stay in America anymore. It was pretty open. But still he continued. And this time, somehow or other, he was successful. Okay. So Prabhupada, how, did he make a mistake there? He was trying so many things, League of the Devotees, distributing back to Godhead, writing, this and that, so many things he was trying. In India also, he was writing letters to all influential people, and he tried to establish Krishna consciousness movement there, but nothing happened. It didn't happen. So how did he know what to do next and so on? Well, he did it probably, because otherwise he would do immediately. He would go to America. But he had a trust, and that I think that's what's most important, that we're missing this trust in Krishna's plan. Actually, that's actually subject of today's meeting. Okay, so it's a nice question. We need to have really full trust in Krishna's plan, that everything what happens, it happens for a reason. Like for Prabhupada, he was writing all those articles back to Godhead, so he learned how to write. He learned how to make a magazine. Later, when devotees started to make back to Godhead, Prabhupada immediately could tell him, okay, do this and this and this. This was ready. The design was ready. The concept was ready. And it developed from that. Same with books and Sankirtan. Prabhupada was making his Sankirtan, right, distributing back to Godhead. So he knew how difficult it is, what are the challenges. So he could direct devotees. So at each point of his life, same with League of Devotees, he started, a movement, and it didn't work. And then when he started ISKCON, well, it worked. Of course, it was not Krishna's plan, but he had this experience already that he did, that he made. And that's what this is, what it's all about, that we actually trust Krishna and Krishna's plan. And we trust that he will lead us to the proper place and the proper experience. Even it is, there's this verse, Sadur Eva Malan Samantavya, who is Bhakti Shastri, good in Bhakti Shastri. What is the full verse? Sadur Eva Samantavya, Apichet Sudaracharo, yeah, right? Even if devotees make some horrible mistakes, something horrible, because they are under the protection, under the care of Krishna, still they will benefit from that. Okay, Krishna will take personally care that to rise them up, those devotees. Yeah? So the same with everything what we do in our life, we should be fully focused on Krishna's mercy. Like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but I hope that Krishna takes care so that I move in the right direction, and that all this will become clear to me. Okay, why I'm doing and what I'm doing. Yeah. So that's my answer to that, and that's how I try to be and follow everything in my life. Any better answer, like, you know, the golden formula, I cannot give you to that. Yeah. So I think we move to our topic today. I wanted to read you a verse which actually fits to your answer and fits to our topic. So the verse is in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse 27. Somebody knows the verse? Starts with Prakriti. Yes, exactly, Mangalaji. Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimuddatma kartaham iti manyate. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the doer of activities that are inactually carried out by the three modes of material nature. Yeah. So, Prabhupada writes here, the person in false ego takes all credit for doing everything independently, and that is the symptom of his nations, ignorance. Yes. So we think we are the controllers, we think we are the doers, and if something doesn't work, if something doesn't go according to our desire or plan, we get frustrated and we get angry, we feel discouraged, and we think somebody must be guilty for that. Okay, it's someone's fault. Okay? Because otherwise, I mean, I'm so great, I'm so incredible personality and person, everything should be going perfect. Okay, so if something doesn't go perfect, you know, instead of looking in our own, you know, in ourselves, because of the false ego, like in this verse it is said, we're looking outside, we're looking for, you know, what is the fault of others. Yeah, where somebody did me wrong, you know, somebody blocked my energy and so on. So to make really progress in anything in our life, not only spiritual life, but even in our material life, to do any progress actually in anything, we need to go, instead of outside to look for the faults and blaming, we should have to look inside ourselves. Okay? And that is where is this quality of forgiveness really comes in. Okay? To practice forgiveness, one needs to understand the need for it. Okay? To illustrate it, you know, the power of forgiveness. There is a long story, but I make it really short. Okay. So there was this one seminar on forgiveness given by one very famous person, professor. I forgot his name and I couldn't find it quickly now. So if someone is interested, I may still look for that. And to this, of course, many people came. And also one woman registered there for the seminar who was totally sick. She had a cancer like all over her body. And actually she was brought in to the seminar on a stretcher. You know, the two people had to carry her inside. Yeah. And she was full in pain. She couldn't practically move. And I mean, everybody in the seminar was just expecting she will leave her body like anytime. You know, so she was like dead to them. So the seminar went on, and the person made the meditation about forgiveness. And this woman, she went so deeply in samadhi, like they couldn't even wake her up. Okay, so everybody thought, okay, now she's dying. And yeah, they didn't do kirtan, but they were just sitting there watching her. And after a long time, she woke up actually. She woke up, she looked at everybody, and she told the professor, thank you very much. And she just walked out of the room. You know? She couldn't move before, she couldn't walk with nothing. And everyone was just standing there. They didn't know what happened. They couldn't even catch her to get some answers. Unfortunately, sometime later, this professor met this person, met this woman. And then he, of course, asked her, what happened? And she told him that now she was married for a long time, and her husband cheated on her already like one day after marriage or something like that. But because she was married to him, she didn't want to make a scene, and went on like that. Then they had children, that the children had to grow up, and so on. And the children went to some war, and she was afraid of the children, so she stayed with the husband still. And he was all the time keeping on cheating on her, like that. And finally, when the children went away, no, she didn't have this pressure of being, for the children, for the sake of being with the husband, just for the sake of the children. She started to get cancer. She started to get really, really sick. And very quickly, she got to this condition that she couldn't move anymore. And the cancer was spread all over her body. And in this meditation, she went so deeply in her heart that she forgave her husband. That was the cause of her, this resentment and anger and everything towards her husband. It was the cause of her cancer. And in the meditation, she went so deeply from within the heart, from deep core of her heart, she forgave him. She said, whatever, I don't care. I still want to be with him. I know what he's doing, but he gives me care and so on. So whatever, I don't care. And she forgave him from within her heart. And all the symptoms of cancer just went away. And 1 month later, she was totally healthy, vibrant person. Okay. So you think sometimes of forgiveness, no, I have to be some very great personality. Like we read in Bhagavatam, all those people, they forgive their oppressors, like Prahlad Maharaj forgave his father, Hiranyakashipu. So those great personalities, they forgive and they make spiritual progress. But actually, it's not that you have to be great personality to forgive. Okay. When you forgive, then you become a great personality. That's what makes you great. And even on the bodily platform, on the mental platform, and of course on the spiritual platform, we need this process of forgiveness to move on. Okay? So I have some notes on this, and I hope to go really through all that, because I wanted to make it very condensed and actually send you all even a paper on that, so that you have all the points and instructions. But we had very intense purification process for the last few days here, so didn't manage. I made a lot of progress the last few days. But I will do it. I will make a paper and I will send it so that you can have it like really condensed. And I will try to do now to go through that process with you, all of you, as far as much as good as I can. Okay. So bear with me, please. How we can start with our, forgiveness. Okay. First of all, we have to start to be conscious. If there is anything in our life that doesn't work, yeah? Anything in our bodies, it can be something to do with kind of influence on me, with my fear, with some thinking blocks. No, I can be lethargic, and there can be many symptoms in my body, in my consciousness. Like there can be pains in my body. Okay, there can be different pictures coming to my mind all the time. You know, like a person, somebody did me wrong. Okay, or some other pictures, some emotions. Okay, some like self-defeating tapes, the stuff that we talk to ourselves all the time. I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I can never make it. Okay, nobody loves me. Nobody understands me. There can be some patterns in our reactions. Yeah, if someone tells me this one thing, I'm reacting like crazy. Okay, there can be some explosions of anger or sadness. You know, so we get triggers by different words of people. You know, or we can find ourselves all the time in same circumstances. Like all the time, something happens, the same pattern all the time and all the time. Yeah. So when this happens, we should know that there is something inside of us that is not released, some energy that is not released, some energy that blocks us, you know, pulls us down. And the universe, or Krishna, no, Krishna devotees here, so we can say directly it's Krishna, shows us that we need to change something. We need to look inside our heart. We need to find something. And for this process of forgiveness, what we need to understand is that it is not the world, it is not the people that are evil, that want to do something wrong to us. Okay? That is something in me that attracts this kind of energy. I'm attracting this kind of people, I'm attracting this kind of circumstances. Okay? So in the process of forgiveness, we're looking inside our heart. What is it inside of me? Okay? What is happening there? Why am I attracting those energies? Okay? If we understand that, you know, like here in this verse, that this is not we who create, that is not some circumstances is created. The three gunas of material nature, they creating the circumstances that we make progress. Okay, because that's important to understand. It's not just stuff happening to us because Krishna doesn't like us or he woke up today angry. You know? Who do I torture today? Oh, this guy. Yeah, okay, here. The whole material nature, whole material world is meant actually for two reasons. I won't say for one reason only, but it's for two reasons. To give Krishna pleasure in form of his pastimes. So that's the main reason actually. And the second reason is to help us to become Krishna conscious. Yeah. So we attract all the time the same circumstances, the same people, the same energies. Now we need to look inside of us instead of showing, you know, pointing fingers on other people, okay? And looking for someone who is guilty. Okay? So that's the first thing we have to understand, that there's something in me, yeah, that I have to take a look at. Right? And then it gets actually easy, because if it is something in me, that means I have also power to change it. Okay. Otherwise, if I'm looking who is guilty, who did it to me, I'm giving my power to others. Okay, you did it to me. You're mean. No, you evil, or the market, or the government, or whoever. Yeah. We're giving the power to those people. Like, I have no power to change. They have power over me. Yeah? But when I know, no, it is actually me who creates all that. It's me who make all the circumstances happen. Me who is attracting this energy. Then I have also power to change it. It is inside of me, right? Does it make sense or not so much? Yeah. We are in power, okay? So that's very important thing to understand. And of course, our false ego will be screaming, no, 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 you have to look somewhere else. You don't look at your own faults, your own patterns, or your own thoughts and feelings. You look outside, okay? So that's a tricky part. We have to go over, we have to go through this false ego and find what is disturbing us, okay? And in the moment, I want to lead you to a process. I thought to make it twice. First, we make it easy that you can get it, okay? That you understand it. And don't worry, you will not cry and scream here. It's not this kind of process. Even then, you can just switch off your camera and whatever. Yeah. But I want that you experience actually what does it mean, this forgiveness. How does it actually feel? Okay, when you actually did it, when you actually went through this process, and what it did to you, what it changed in your body. And if somebody else listens later to this conversation, he can do it the same process with me talking, okay? And take this, what I'm saying, with you. Okay? And I'm sorry, I also have to translate it from other language, which is also not my mother tongue, so into English. So be patient. So the process starts that we want to clean some energy. We can do this process with the energy, with the thought, with the feeling, and with the person. Okay, so when we practice now, we make it with a person because it makes it easier for us. And then we focus on the thought or feeling or a person. And we try to see this person. Let's stick with the person. We see this person in our mind. And we can imagine in our consciousness that you have like few big steps which go down, okay? Go downwards. Not little steps, big ones, okay? So when we start the process, we stand on the highest step and we see these farther steps which are going really down, okay? And when we go with the process, then we step down to the next level of consciousness. We go deeper in our feelings, deeper in our heart. We connect deeper with the feeling, with the person, or with something that disturbs us. Okay, so we will be doing that. Keep it in mind. When I say we're going deeper, we're going to the next step, and we connect with our deeper subconscious, with our deeper feelings. Okay. And you can do as many steps as you want when we do it ourselves. We do usually 3 or 4 here. Yeah. And on each step, we do the same process. It's just deeper. Okay. We go deeper in the process, deeper in the feelings. So first, when we start the process, we tell to the person, I'm really sorry. Okay. I'm very sorry. And this being sorry, we mean, I understand that you went through some horrible experience, okay? I understand that maybe I did something to you, maybe I said something that hurt you, right? So I'm sorry for it. I understand that you went through some deep experience, okay? Then you tell the person, please forgive me. Yeah? So please forgive me, not because I want to be free, no, but because I want that our both energy is neutralized, that nothing stands between us anymore. Okay, that our relationship, our relationship to God, everything is clean. That both of us can actually make progress. So please forgive me. I want this for my own good, but also for your good. Please get rid of this energy. Okay, we go with the heart there, with love. All right. And also when we're saying this, like I'm sorry, or please forgive me, we're not doing this because I have to do the process, and I get rid of some energies. Our super soul, our subconscious know about that. Maya, the material energy, knows. We need to really go deep in our heart and want to do it. We understand, that this energy disturbs also everyone around us. Okay, and we want for everyone. We want something good. Okay, we go in love with this. So the next one, we're telling to the person, I love you. Okay, and I love you because you are also a spirit soul, because you are my mirror. You're showing me my own consciousness in yourself. I love you because you are so helpful in my process. Okay? And then finally, I love you for your good qualities. Look how many good qualities you have. I love you for all these good qualities. I'm happy that you are in my life. Okay? And whatever else comes. And then thank you. At the end, we send thank you. Thank you that you were there for me, that you showed me my own limits, my own restrictions, my own mental stories, okay? That you're still there for me, okay? And thank you that I can make this process with you, okay? So that's the mood. And the deeper we go, the deeper goes our mood with us, okay? Yeah. So first we go, probably superficially through the process, and then we go to the next deeper step, and then deepest, and then the last step, it will be 4 for us, okay? I make 4 steps here. Then when I say that I'm sorry, then I say with my own words to this person for what I'm sorry, okay? Then if I am asking, please forgive me, I'm speaking with my own words for what I want, that he forgives me and why and so on, okay? Whatever comes, you don't think too much. When we go deep inside our heart, the words will come, okay? The same thing, I love you for, and then you just say, for what you love this person. And thank you for what you thank you, okay? I will lead you to this process. If you want to do it in your own language, it is also good. In German, it would be like, es tut mir leid, bitte vergib mir, ich liebe dich und danke. Ne? In Polish would be, przykro mi, przepraszam, proszę wybacz mi, kocham cię i dziękuję. In other languages, I don't know. I could say in Spanish, but there's no Spanish over there. Okay. So please bring to your mind someone that you know you hurt in some way, okay? And you feel there is some energy, this person, kind of cannot tolerate you, or you feel a little bit funny about that person. Maybe you don't start with your greatest enemy, but with someone that did something, or you did something to this person, okay? That this person is hard, and you don't have a courage, or you don't have time, or whatever, you just don't care to clean the stuff between you and this person, okay? Take a few seconds, think about somebody like that, and I guarantee you there is someone like this in your life, okay? Okay, you can close your eyes if it is easier. And also when we speak, it's good that you speak laudable and that you say, okay? It doesn't have to be loud. You can speak in your own language also, but it's good that you say it even like very softly, okay? So bring someone in your mind. You can close your eyes, if it is easier. Look at this person now in your mind eye. Look at that person. Notice the face, the expression of the face of this person. And you say, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And stay with this energy. And now we're going deeper in your feelings, in your heart. And you're connecting with this person on the deeper level. And you're saying again, I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Stay in your feeling for a moment. And then again, we're going deeper into our feelings. You go deeper in your feelings, you're making step down, deeper in your subconscious, deeper in your heart, where you connect to deeper feelings. And you look at this person in new light, maybe already connected to your heart, to your deep feelings. And you're saying again, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Stay in the moment in this feeling. And make another big step down, really down to your heart, to your deepest core of your heart. Look at the person with all the love, with all the compassion that you can master. And now you say, I'm very sorry. And with your own words, you're telling this person, why are you sorry? Please forgive me. And now you're saying to this person with your own words, for what, why, what do you want to achieve? I love you. And you're saying why, for what? Go deep into your heart. Tell the person why you love him or her. And then you say, thank you. And you say, for what? You're thankful. You're grateful. Very good. Now take a deep breath and let out all of those energies out. And another 2 deep breaths in and out. Okay. And now you can look at this person, bring it again to your mind and see how the energies change between you. Try to notice the difference. What happened there between you? How do you feel? What happened to you? What happened in your heart? Take a moment to notice it. Okay. Someone would like to share your experience, what happened for you in this process? How was it? Well, were you able to connect to your heart? You don't have to say the details, you just maybe how it feels now. Is it better?
I could just perceive the energy with this person was much more clean at the end. I could really perceive all this, whatever before it was. Yeah, I don't know, I would even say plugs, you know, these attachments were just sort of dissolved. So
Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Yes.
I feel some sadness now. And when I looked at the person at the end, I had the feeling that I took the situation more serious than it was.
Yes, you got some insights also.
I make it more than it was. I made it bigger than it was.
Yeah, you got some insights that you thought actually the situation was much worse, but it was actually not so important maybe. Yeah, 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 it's great. That's what happens when we do that, you know. We see the whole situation in totally different light.
I think I was able to. I was able to just understand the learning and the growth that came from what happened, and also because it was a situation where maybe we both sort of wronged each other a bit. It wasn't just me, but I had an insight that, okay, I can see where I did something wrong. I'm not just innocent, and I can see the learning.
Yeah, so it was also you could learn something, you could grow through this process that you saw the situation in different light, right?
Yeah, I saw the gift that it gave me.
Yeah, it's very nice. See, very nice.
Yeah, for me it's a bit similar also, like now just shared that that I see also my own fault that influenced such a behavior of the other person that made me upset. So then I see that maybe I could have done something differently to avoid some certain problems with that person. Then makes a bit understanding that the person also behaved that way because the way the person is, maybe of the difficulties that person had and culture and environment that grew up and so on. So it makes a bit not so personal, but more understanding why it happened possibly.
So it seems like you understood why this person could have behaved in this way, right? Yeah. What triggered this person, like what you could have done differently, not to cause such a situation. No? Yeah, that's great insight. That's really great insight. Yeah. Very nice. So, are you ready to make step up in the process? Are you inspired?
Vipula, excuse me, what is the difference to the Ho'oponopono system? It's pretty similar, the 4 steps,
Yes, that's very similar as we making is a little deeper, okay? Because the I always get this word wrong. Ho'oponopono.
Ho'oponopono, yes. Doesn't matter.
You know, that's what we hear mostly. It's a little bit superficial. There, you know, if you go really deep with the people who actually know how it works and how it functions, and you go really deep in your heart, then it only actually works. If you just repeat the words, okay, you need to know the process, so to say. Okay? It's not much difference. The difference is that what we learn usually is just very superficial. And I mean, I knew Ho'oponopono for a long time, and I wasn't a fan of this process because like it doesn't really work, you know. Unless I found a person who really explained me what is going on and how to do it properly, what to look for, you know. And then I was like, oh yes, now I get it. Okay. So that's a very similar process and goes from this tradition. I mean, we have few traditions, shamanic traditions, that go in the same direction. You know? It seems that the people in Hawaii, they just had this tradition very much alive in comparison to other parts of the world, you know, where we just lost it. And you know, we hear from Bhagavatam, just forgive it. Okay, I just forgive, but nothing happens in my heart. You know, there's no change. So I found this process really, really helpful, and especially that I'm really grateful to the person who really showed me how to, you know, how to connect with that and how to do it nicely. So I'm trying to share it with you now, and I hope it will give some value to you too. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Sorry.
Yeah.
Because when I first heard of this technique with these 4 questions or these statements, I understood that we're trying to forgive a person who really hurt us. So, you know, we still don't see really what is our input. We were just super hurt and our trust was completely damaged. So I could never connect with this technique because I thought, why will I say, I'm sorry? I can say it, but I don't mean it.
Yes.
And now you said it a little differently. I mean, you asked us to work on you know, on a relationship where we have done something wrong to the other person. That made more sense. But also you presented the first statement in a sense of, I'm sorry for what you're going through. So, you know, you are suffering, you've hurt me completely, and, you know, I'm suffering because of that, but you are going through something yourself. So I'm really sorry for that.
Yeah.
That made the difference for me personally.
Yes. There's those little details that make the whole difference in the process that we need to know and focus. Yeah? And of course, we did now the easier part when someone needs to forgive us. Okay. When we don't have courage to talk to the person, or there's no possibility, or that person doesn't listen to us anymore, maybe. You know? So we can do this process and it works. It's a really deep process. So if you're ready, we can go a little bit into bigger challenge when we try to forgive someone else. Someone else did us wrong, did something to us, and we feel the resentment and anger and hate and whatever else may be there. Okay. And as we practice it, maybe you don't take the biggest heart in your life. Okay. Maybe you take somewhere from 1 to 10, you take maybe something on 5 at most. Yeah. And okay, we do this process again. In the same way, we have these 4 steps. Each time we're going deeper. We're going deeper in our heart. We're going deeper in our understanding. We understand more about what was actually happening. Okay. Someone hurt us, but maybe there was a reason. Maybe this person was triggered by us in some way, and you know, like that. So take a minute and bring such a situation in your mind and connect to the feelings that you have towards this person. If you hate that person, allow the hate to come, okay? If you're angry, be angry, okay? Don't be afraid of your emotions, don't push them away. Someone has hurt you. Someone did something wrong to you. So you just feel the feeling. Feel the feeling. This time you don't have to bring this person in your mind, bring more the feeling, okay? If the person comes in your mind, it's also okay. But you don't have to bring the person. Bring the feeling and feel in your body where this feeling sits. If it is hate or anger or sadness, or hurt, feel in your body, feel where it sits in your body. Feel for a moment, how does it feel? Is it something hard, something soft? Is it cold? Is it warm? What color does it have? Is it certain shape? Is it smooth? Is it sharp? Feel the feeling in your body. And then try to remember the situation and the person that created that feeling for you. Connect to your heart and you tell the person, I'm very sorry. I forgive you. I love you. Thank you. Now we're going deeper in our consciousness, deeper in our heart. We make the next step down. Now we are there, deeper, connected to our deeper feelings in our heart. And then we tell this person, I'm very sorry. I forgive you. I love you. Thank you. And we make step down deeper in our heart, deeper in our consciousness. We do it right now. And we connect it to this person on the deeper level. We look at this person with new eyes, with our heart. And we say again, I'm very sorry. I forgive you. I love you. Thank you. And again, we make a step down deeper in our consciousness. Right now, we're going deeper in our heart. We connect to this person even on deeper level. On this level, we understand maybe what was happening for the person as well. We can relate to them on very, very deep level, from heart to heart. And we tell the person, I'm sorry. And you tell with your own words what comes deep from your heart. You tell the person, why are you sorry? What did you understand in this process, in this situation? I forgive you. And with your own words, say what and why and how do you forgive this person. I love you. And with your own words, you say for what you love this person, why, what qualities you love about the person. Yeah. And then thank you for what you showed me, what you mirrored to me, that you were there for me with your own words, whatever comes from your heart. And then you say, I forgive you deeply from my heart. And please forgive me. Take a few breaths, deep breaths, let the energy out. Deep breaths, deep breath. And try to notice how your energy has changed. What happened for you in this process, in that process. How are you feeling now? Notice the difference. You may bring this person again in your mind if you wish, and see if you feel different now about the person, if something changed there. How is the feeling in your body? There where it was stuck in your body, if it is different, if it is gone, if it is lighter. And take another deep breath, or maybe two. And you can open your eyes and come back to reality. And how are you feeling? If someone wants to share, what happened to you in this process?
Vipula, at the end, I only saw a knot, like the knot in my heart.
Oh,
It was not a changing there. I only saw this knot.
yes, maybe you need to do it again. Maybe there are different layers to the heart that you had, you know. But did you feel any change then for you?
Not clear.
Not clear. Okay. Sometimes we need to go few times, especially if the our injury, our heart is deep. And sometimes on the first go we still stay very much on our mental platform, in our mind. We cannot go deeply in our heart. Okay. But if you do it 2 times or maybe 3 times, when you feel a bit better or maybe more forgiving, and you do it again and again, it will dissolve. Okay. It will go away. Just always need to go deeper and connect with the person that did wrong to you on the deeper level.
Could it be that one can have an attachment to not forgive?
Yes, that's
It's a spontaneous idea what came in this moment.
yes. Actually, very often we have attachment to that. Okay.
Mm.
Because we think that when we forgive, we saying that this person was right and I was wrong. Yeah. We like excuse this person that he did the right thing, okay, to hurt us in some way. But it is not about that. Still, somebody did something wrong to us, and it stays. It might have been wrong, okay.
Mm.
So we don't excuse the person. We don't excuse the deed. We just release our energy, stuck energy from our heart for our own benefit, so to say, okay, for our own good. We're not excusing this person. We're not saying that this what happened to us was good in this way. Okay, so that may be one attachment. Okay, and another it may be I was a victim. Okay, I was a victim in the situation, and I want to keep this victim energy with me because I am the victim, and because I am the victim, I can now go in the world out and say to everyone and show how big a victim I am. And everybody should give me some attention. Everybody should, give me something because I'm the victim. Okay. So everybody owes me. You understand what I mean? This may
Yes,
be very, very deep attachment in our heart. Right? I was the victim. So if I forgive, I'm saying, I'm not the victim anymore. And that's like a scary idea for many people. Yeah.
Yes, I have the idea now, maybe when I forgive, then this is the last string of connection to this person. And when I forgive, then it's over.
This can be another attachment, yeah. It can be several different attachments. Yeah. So yeah, you don't want to lose the person in some way. It's also that so many victims, people who are abused, they stay with their perpetrators, They don't want to lose this connection.
That's how I exactly now felt what's been Mubia. Mataji just said that it's attachment to person, and I think I had attachment to the person who hurt me, that one, and now I felt that I'm kind of letting go of the person, that kind of I see the person is just going away, and I'm saying thank you for all those years that I had experience from the relationship, but I'm saying why, that's it. It's just like the paths split apart and we don't go along together, and it's normal. The person goes away one way and go another way. So it just felt like the person is just fading away. So I guess it's very related to what you said, that I also had attachment before, and now I felt like it's fine to say goodbye because some people leave.
Yeah, you had your experience, you thank for your experience, you can let person go. Yeah. Therefore, it is very important that in all those sentences that we say, we speak from our heart, and I'm like, thank you, you can go now. It will not do. But if you really say thank you for the years together, for the experience, for whatever else comes, then you can actually let go of the person and the feeling. Someone else wants to share something or ask or add something?
I was wondering about the connection between this forgiveness and regaining trust, because it seems that when we learn this process, the forgiveness may be easier, but then reestablishing trust is still maybe an issue. Or maybe we have to do it more times. I don't know. I'm just thinking I would probably not ever go to the same situation with that person, or would avoid them more.
Yes, I mean, we have to be also intelligent, and if we see that the person doesn't change certain behavior, we don't have to go in the same situation again. Okay, it's nothing to do with forgiveness. Regaining the trust, that is up to the person. Okay, the person lost your trust, so that person has to regain your trust in some way. Okay, it's not like you're going to him. Mostly, sometimes it may happen, but usually not that you go, now I trust you. I'm giving you myself to you again. Okay. Mm-hmm. So the trust must be earned. That is how it works usually. So if you feel you cleared your energy with the person, and you're even grateful maybe for what happened to you, or what this person offered to you, okay, all the good stuff, still doesn't mean that you just throw yourself back in the same relationship, situation, or whatever it was. Okay, you may do it if you see that the person also changed. There's something changed there. There's maybe more maturity, or maybe a certain person was going through some stuff in his or her life at a certain point, and I just couldn't be different. Okay, it just had to happen because somebody was totally mental or angry or disturbed, or yeah, you never know what is going on with the person, you know, like that. So maybe there was such a situation that triggered some behavior, but when you see after some time the situation is not there, or the person changed, or circumstances changed, then you may see, okay, now I can start to have a relationship again in this way. I mean, not exactly the same way, but okay. But you may renew your relationship with this person again, so to say. No? So when you're forgiving, it doesn't mean, okay, now I'm trying myself again in the same. No? We need to learn our lesson. Otherwise, of course, the same things will be coming again and again because we didn't learn. But once we learn, our life may change. So that's one of the things that we have to watch for. You know, we have the same pattern, and again. That means we have to learn there. It's again, it's inside of us. It's our problem. It's our thing we have to solve, not the circumstances, not the person, not the government or whatever. Okay, yeah. Because it's all the time happening to me, so I need to look inside. Yeah, does that answer your question?
Yeah, yes, you did. I just have a sub question. I mean, something that I'm learning myself a lot is to be open, you know, with others. And I notice myself that many times why I don't want to be open is because I just don't want to hurt them necessarily with my, you know, they're already suffering, they're already going through so much stuff. And I don't want to bring now extra things on their plate. So I'm trying to work on my own forgiveness, the energies, and this was very helpful. But then I feel that still something is missing because I'm still not expressing it, and perhaps they didn't understand exactly what's happening on my side. I don't know if you understand my question. So the main thing is that I think open communication is still important, but I don't know if it's necessarily always done with words. Yeah, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I would say in this case also, if we have such a feeling situations, and everybody of us has them, but it's important to look about are you a taker or are you a giver? Do you take energy from people or you give the energy to people? Okay. You share yourself, you share your essence in the way that you're giving to people something valuable, something nice. Or you are giving, but you're giving in the way that you're actually taking the energy from the people. Okay. So if you're sharing yourself, your true self, your energy, actually to enlighten others, to help others, to have deeper connection, deeper relationship with them, then whatever you do, you will be received well. And even if the other person is in the disturbed position or painful position, he or she will be grateful to you. There's something there you gave them that helped them also to progress. Okay, there's always a reason why you in someone else's life at the exact point. Krishna is always in control. But if you like, no, I care so much about you, just talk to me. I need to tell you this thing. It will feel you better. You will feel better. Then actually you're taking the energy from the person. The person becomes more disturbed. You understand what I mean? So that's what we need to look at. And I went through this a long time ago, actually, before I left. I wanted to give so much that everybody was just running away from me. Yeah. But I was not actually giving. I was actually to take. I was such a good giver. Look at me. I'm helping. I'm such a good helper. But I was taking the energy, because appreciate me, take me, come to me. Yeah, it took me some time to understand it, but I got it, and that's important thing to really realize. I'm doing so much for you. Can't you see it? Yeah, no, you're not. You're taking. Right? Okay, more questions?
May I ask something, please?
Uh-huh.
When I observe myself, I see that persons are trigger for me who are not equipoised and who don't have control over the mind and the false ego. Because if I see myself, I have also a problem to control the mind and the false ego. I'm fully conscious about this. This is my fault, especially when these are devotees which are not so experienced in Krishna consciousness. With advanced devotees, is no problem. Then my false ego is down enough. Do you have advice for me? How can I solve this problem?
Actually, Bhaktisiddhanta said, no, if I see problem in someone, right, that means I have the same problem in a much bigger degree. Okay? So that's how you can do it. You use this devotee, this person, like a mirror. Okay? And if you see, oh, I'm disturbed by this behavior and by these words and by this look and by whatever it is, the more you are disturbed, the more deeper you can actually look in your heart and be grateful to this devotee. Okay, like, wow, thank you. You showed me this in myself. It triggered me here, and you're showing me this. Wow. Okay, thanks. I'm really going to look into it. And it may be all kinds of stuff: mind and senses and ego and attachments and your concepts, how the world should function, your own made hierarchy in the world, It's maybe so many different things. So if you take it this way, you will be actually grateful that somebody triggers you, because you will see, whoa, I can make progress again. Yeah. Like the whole world is learning for the person who is meek and humble. And your life can be actually a nectar. But if you know, on false ego platform, on any ego platform, then the life will be just a torture. Rangaji, you had a question?
It was kind of connected to what Mangala was saying, that is it possible that sometimes we are being very authentic and open with someone and trying to communicate our needs in the right way, but they just don't have the capacity, you know, to meet us, to bring the same level of depth or authenticity or emotional openness that we kind of desire from them. And naturally in that situation, instead of clinging onto this person saying, no, you have to give me this, we have to accept that maybe this person just, they're not at that place. They don't have the capacity to give me what I need, and therefore I need to stop. I need to let go of this need to be met by this person. You know, like, because sometimes people haven't, you know, we might want more emotional intimacy, but they just don't know how to do that. Because
yes, that's right. Therefore, it is really important to to have deep relationship with the people who are actually on our level, right? Like you find people who can actually understand you, relate to you, and then you can open your heart fully. And it's important to have such people around you. Yeah? It doesn't have to be everyone, but at least 1, 2, 3 people that you have, that you can actually show yourself as you are, and open your heart and share your heart fully. You know, we won't have it with everyone. That's important to remember. You know, and also, yeah, be intelligent. You know, many people may use you or use the things you say against you, and it happens a lot. So, what is the saying in the Bible? Don't throw the pearls in front of the pigs, swine. No? Yeah. Don't give the diamonds to the fool. Yeah.
So in that situation, it's probably better to just recognize that maybe they're not at the right place and graciously sort of let go, or just accept that this is the level the relationship can be at.
Yes, you know, if you're on a higher level, so to say, you will notice that the person is not on this level that you are. You know, so still you can have connection with the person, but on another level, as a teacher, or you know, trying to elevate someone. You know, like that. But you don't share your deepest, you know, rasa with Krishna that you have with such a person. For this, you find someone else that you can really relate to, and you have a feeling this person really gets me.
Yeah, I don't think I'm so elevated like that. So I guess I was just speaking more on the emotional platform.
I'm quite sure you're more elevated than most people that you meet with. So I think you can do something there. Don't be falsely humble. Yeah. I will make a paper in the next few days, and I will post it. As I said, translate all this and making some okay English at least, so that everybody can understand. Yeah. And there is more to all of this that I said. For what can be grateful, thankful, and how can we be sorry for what, and so on. I will put it that so that you can read it and go deeper in this process each time that you try it, to go deeper. Yeah, and because it's really helpful. I found it myself really great for so many things that disturb my devotional life, and especially forgiveness. And don't forget that ultimately we also have to forgive ourselves. Yeah. Because deep there, we forgive some person for doing something to us, but we may not forgive ourselves that we went into the situation, okay, that we are so foolish. Right? Why did I do it? And why did I do it again? Okay. And that's the ultimate forgiveness, ultimate level of forgiveness, that you go into your heart and you forgive yourself. Okay? And that is as important as any other kind of forgiveness, or even more important. Okay? So don't, how you say, don't underestimate it. So this formula we can use exactly like that. I forgive myself. Okay? I love myself. Right? Or you can speak to your inner child, right? Your inner self. That I love you. Okay? I'm very sorry for what I did to you. Or I'm very sorry what I did to myself. What I had to went through. Like that. Good. Okay.
Vipula, I thought these days too about self forgiveness. What is when I'm not? I've gone not conscious in the situation. The things happened after the situation. I'm not. Not the case which you described before. Why did it? Why did I? Why? Did I it again? I don't know the right English grammar now. But when
So you did something, but you were not conscious why you're doing it. You were like more innocent, so to say. Innocent. Yeah. So you still, if there's some disturbing feeling in the situation for you, you feel something uneasy, then you forgive yourself for your past lifetime where you created such a karma. Yeah. Ultimately, you created the situation. It's always somewhere there. Okay. So so I forgive myself in some other lifetime. I did something wrong, evil, stupid, whatever it might be. And then you're just going deeper instead of remembering from this lifetime what happened. You're just going deeper. Okay, something happened in another lifetime that I deserve this situation. So I forgive myself for doing this to myself in another lifetime.
I found it's maybe important to forgive myself when I don't when I don't think nice about me, that I'm not like Mangala said in our last Zoom session, that I'm not advanced enough or not good enough or not things like this. Then it's also important to forgive.
Yes, but there you have to find the feeling first. Okay, I feel not advanced enough. I feel stupid. Okay, or whatever it is. And go into this feeling, like really go into that feeling, okay? And first you do this process to that feeling. You go you talk to your foolishness, okay? Like, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry that you're there, maybe, okay? I'm sorry that I feel like that way when you're there, okay? And please forgive me. Please forgive me that I reject you, that I don't see how I shall learn with this experience. Yeah? And I forgive you that I feel disturbed by you, like that. Okay? And I love you because you're showing me the way of new life, of a different life. You're showing me ways to make a new experiences in my life. Okay? So do you do this process to that feeling? And then you will see what happens. Okay? Maybe the feeling will be gone. Maybe there is some person connected to that. Maybe some memory. Something will happen for sure if you do that. Okay?
Thank you, Paco.
And then you can just continue. If some person appears, then you continue with the person. And then in the end, you can forgive yourself. You get a little experience with this. All this may happen within 2-3 minutes. At first, it's a little bit difficult, the whole connection and so on. But you get little experience, it's 2-3 minutes, and you're done.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question? Just wondering, what do we get from not letting ourselves off the hook? Like, what is it we're getting from kind of, shaming ourselves or beating ourselves over the head over and over, not forgiving ourselves? What is it I'm just wondering, what's it getting us? Like, why do we do it?
You are getting something out of it, okay? That's your currency. You're getting paid. Okay? Well, I have another list like that, which I can also post actually. Where is the different feeling? We call them grunges. Grunge is a certain feeling that you hold onto it. Okay. So let's say like sadness, you're holding on to the sadness. Okay. So let's say your dog died or your mother died. Okay. So naturally you are sad for some time. Okay. But if after 10 years you're still speaking, I'm so sad, my mother died or my dog died, and I'm in so much pain, that's the grunge. That means you're getting some payoff for this feeling. Okay? So it is important to recognize the grunge. What is my grunge? Okay, sadness, satisfaction, attention, whatever. Okay, and then you connect it to some payoff that you're getting for that. Like what I'm getting when I'm doing this one thing, what I'm getting for that. Okay, I feel so sad and so on. So the people that are around me, they support me, or they tell me how great I am, or they tell me, don't worry, they're caring, right? So then you connect your grunge to your payoff, and you say, whoa, okay, I was not conscious about that. Yeah? And then what you can do is try to get the payoff without the grunge. So if you need attention, okay, so make something like that the people like you and that they love you, they give you attention. No? Maybe you get more inspired, or maybe you more lovely, or you do it in positive and nice way. If you need that payoff, because sometimes you may also realize, I don't need that stuff. It was just programmed in my subconsciousness but now when I'm conscious about that, I don't need that. I don't need the payoff like that. But if you need it, you can make it in a nice way, in a positive way, so that you feel elevated and people around you also feel inspired. Yeah, I can post this also. I will do it. I just have to collect all that and make some PDF or something like that.
Thank you.
Okay. Good. It's slowly getting late, so if nothing else is there to be said or cleared, then I thank you very much for appearing to our conference call. I hope you took something from that I could give you some valuable tools here. Please use them if you find them valuable. It really changes your life. And we see us next time, I hope in 2 weeks. Okay. Thank you. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much.
Goodbye.
All the best to everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Good night.